The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
This is a president who is siding on a critical economic issue with that blue-collar wing. That's not normal. That's not what Republicans, that's not what the Bushes have done in the past. That's not what Mitt Romney would have done. They would have sided with the pro-market, pro-business wings, and this nomination and election of Donald Trump had consequences, and we're seeing them right now.
Oh, really? That's John Harwood. That guy is so left-wing, it's unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast, around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network, and good afternoon. The stock market is fizzling. You know, it's interesting how they've been, telling us that, the bottom's in the market, and we're on our way again. We're not on our way again. We have more consequences. We're going to face those consequences. That's for sure. The big one's the trade deficit consequence. They always talk about, because that's the one you got to talk about, because that's what they're talking about is these tariffs and trade deficits. Trade deficits are a killer. Thank God that President Trump, when he was a candidate, brought to light the trade deficits, because nobody ever wants to talk about them. You know why they don't want to talk about them? Because the only way you can fix a trade deficit is you got to put an energy policy into this country. We have not put an energy policy together for this country. Remember in the 70s when we had the lines? I don't know if you remember the lines and the flags. I remember all that. Matter of fact, at the time I owned a distributorship, got oil and fuel oil and diesel fuel and gasoline. And you had to put up, one day you have a yellow flag, next day you had a green flag, and people came in, and you had, if you didn't, your car was for yellow or you didn't get gas. You had to wait for your day, is my point. It was ridiculous. And they promised us, the politicians, they're going to fix that. They're going to fix that. No longer would we be reliant on foreign oil. And they never do. They never do. They didn't. And that's our big problem. We still every day import 10 million barrels of oil. So stop talking about these trade deficits. You're never going to cut these trade deficits until you first fix the energy policy. Because no matter what you do, and I love how they lie about how they're going to fix the trade deficits. What they're going to do is cut demand. They're going to cut demand. How stupid. Cut demand kills us. Because you know what they say about cutting demand? How they're going to curb they're going to curb this deficit of $800 billion a year. They're going to make the dollar even weaker, they said. All that is good for stock buybacks. That's why they're doing that. They're lying to us. They say, well, we got to curb this demand. There's too much demand here in the United States for foreign goods. Got to cut it. What are you, nuts? They love the weak dollar, the 1 percentile, because they can borrow more of them because they're cheaper to do stock buybacks. God, the government just lies to us. The jibber-jabbers on these financial shows lie to us. I mean, what a silly thing to say, to curb demand of foreign goods to help our economy. Let's weaken the dollar even more. That is nuts. Look, we got Europeans are loading up, on American imports. And a small handful of U.S. companies are making the money. They're making profits overseas, but not enough. To keep the dollar this low, where the dollar has dropped in 2 years 25%, is insane, so that a few American companies like Caterpillar and Cummins Engine and 3M and a few companies can make some money, handful of companies, because they ship their goods overseas and they're part of the Dow 30. This is why they do it. This is why I hate the Dow 30, by the way. and why I always tell my gang members to stick with the S&P 500 because that's reality. 30 stocks doesn't represent America. But what they do is they play this game that as long as they can keep the dollar weak, most of the stocks that do the exporting are in the Dow 30. So all of a sudden their profits are going up on a handful of companies. All of a sudden the stock market goes up. It looks, wow, look at this. Market's going up. Wow. The Dow's up another 500 points, another 1,000 points. Wait a minute. You're talking 30 lousy stocks, which about 15 of them are giving us the earnings from exporting stuff overseas. Look, we have a big problem, and the problem isn't to weaken the dollar. That's not how you're going to fix it. The goods that we import are too costly, and our wages aren't going up. Our wages are still, if you figure for inflation, I say this every day, are at 1972 levels. Why do you think people are using their credit cards at the end of the month? This country, our workforce, we have 156 million people in our workforce. Do you know that 72.8% of those people, 156 million people in our workforce, 72% of those people are working paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. And then what do? They go get their credit cards to make up the shortfall. They're just like the government. The government goes prints money to make up the shortfall of $1 trillion a year. Homes go and make up their shortfall by borrowing on credit cards. We're never going to have a wonderful America, make America great again, when we got 72% of our workforce using credit cards because they're short of money at the end of the month after they make all their payments. We need better jobs. See, the weak dollar increases, I say, a handful of companies, their earnings that provide the Dow to go up to mask what's really going on, and for the jibber jabbers on these shows every night or during the day to tell you, look at this, the economy's doing great, look at the stock market. You know what we really need to do? I get sick of hearing about Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, how we got to cut them. How we got to cut them because we got such a weak dollar, and our economy is doing, is really struggling. And what we need, the answer is to cut those programs, cut these programs. Social Security, are you kidding? Okay, I get it. Social Security is $960 billion, Medicare is $590 billion, Medicaid is $550 billion. Are you kidding? We can cover those easily. They're not the problem. Congress is the problem. Their waste, the fraud, that's the problem. Once they stop the fraud, that's what needs to happen. I mean, disability checks, the fraud is horrendous. Fix that. I mean, you can't have the disability checks right now. There's $150 billion in fraud. And nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares. Social Security. You're going to cut people's Social Security? Are you kidding? Social Security started in 1935. That's the year it started. Half of America's seniors lived in poverty. By the 1960s, the poverty among our seniors have dropped to half. See? Half. And then we have the medical costs. I mean, that's a huge financial burden on Americans. This health care. And then you got Medicare, we got Medicaid. But they're not the problem. We got to care. Don't we have to care for our seniors? Don't we have to care for our older Americans? You baby boomers didn't think so when you're 18 and 20 and 35 and 40. But boy, now you know, right? It's unbelievable. Going to take money from people with Social Security. That's how we're going to fix our deficit. What are you, nuts? We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Most people would love to be in the stock market, but they're scared not being in They're scared about not getting out in time. Well, that is over, because now you can join Phil's Gang and my stock video program and follow me with specific stock on the video, and you will be out in time.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits, just as he informed the Phil's Gang members on January 16th of a market pullback coming.
I believe we're going to get at least a 5% pullback between now, and the second week of February.
Be prepared. Be a Phil's Gang member. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Listen to what people are saying about philsgang.com.
I am up 5% right now, closer to 6.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I have never made so much money in the stock market.
I'm up $28,000 since November.
No matter if the markets are up or down, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team put you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
This is Deb from Sarasota.
This is Bill from Miami, Florida.
This is Cora from Hawaii.
Hey, this is Paul from Tampa Bay area. I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
I would recommend Phil and Phil's Gang to anyone.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or sign up at philsgang.com. Again, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. You know what the biggest problem with the stock market and why people stay out of the market? Because they don't know when to get out. Well, those days are over. I have a new system. It's called the MV2 Video Stock System. I choose one stock. You follow that video, do exactly what I tell you. I tell you to buy, you buy. When I tell you add on, you add on. When I tell you to sell, you sell. When I tell you to run like hell, you do.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts. You love the Phil's Gang radio show and Phil's commentary? Then you should check out the Phil's Gang website and view our free material. Join Phil's Gang for only $39.95 a month. If you're a seasoned investor or know nothing about investing in the stock market, but are interested in generating extra income or securing your financial future, go to philsgang.com and get daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market data, alerts, investing guidance, and stock recommendations. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com today. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
It seems to me that the underlying economy remains very strong. In fact, it's getting stronger.
Getting stronger, yeah. Everything's stronger. Economy's getting stronger. Wow.
What we're basically seeing is that investors are all focusing in on that arithmetic. And the arithmetic right now of the underlying U.S. economy is good.
Well, if it's so good, then why do we have to go to the seniors? Why do we have to cut Social Security? Why do we have to cut Medicare, Medicaid? Why do we cut them? We need to revitalize them, not cut them. They're a safety net. The elderly, the seniors, deserve it. They worked their whole life. We're going to take their Social Security and cut it? If you want to cut something, we got a military budget of $600 billion. That's more than half of our entire budget. We got bases in 70 countries around. Are you nuts? Around the world? Hey, I'm for strong military, but isn't there some saying we need just a few good men? What the hell? 598 billion, 600 billion. They got more than a few good men. What are you nuts? And what gets me is all you see is these guys over there in the sand traps running around the desert with 1960 Toyotas with sandals on their feet. They still have AK-47s from World War II. And they're still giving us a tough time. How much more money you want to throw at them? We could win if they just let us win. Everything's a joke. Everything is just let's help Boeing make more money. It's the whole military complex, industrial complex, all about keep them going. Hey, look, when I look at my stocks, Boeing, and by the way, this is important to know. You want to know how well the market is doing? Always look at your stocks, your Boeing, and the rest of these stocks. They're the ones. I'm going to put a Boeing here in a minute for you. I'm going to find it. But these are the big guys that you need to look at. All right, here's Boeing. Boeing right now has been struggling. It's been struggling since January 17th to try to make a new high. It just can't do it. It's struggling. We've had a beautiful trend in Boeing. I mean, Boeing was fantastic. If you bring Boeing back just 1 year, okay, go back to 1 year ago, Boeing was at $163. And it had a beautiful, beautiful pattern, what we call a cluster, which tells you that the consensus, when you look on a chart, what I do for my gang is you have a certain pattern that tells you that the institutional money, they're like cattle. They all follow each other. I'm serious about that. They all follow each other. You have the banks, the insurance companies, the pensions, the hedge funds, the REITs, the investment advisors, endowments, and mutual funds. They all follow each other like cattle. So you take Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and they're all struggling. Now, in 1 year, they went up 128% with the most perfect pattern that we call a cluster. Very tight pattern that sends a very strong signal. Invest in me. Invest in me. The institutions, the ones I just talked about, the insurance companies and the pension funds and the hedge funds, they're all in that stock. That's called the cluster pattern. This is what I do for my gang members, especially my video stock gang members. I would talk about every day. Now, it broke apart in January. That beautiful cluster after one solid year. But most people aren't going to get out of this stock. They're not getting, their planners aren't calling them. Their financial advisors aren't calling them and pointing out what I'm pointing out right now. That for 1 year, this trend, this strong, magnificent trend, has started to break down, which means start taking your money out of Boeing. You think your financial advisor is going to tell you that?
What's a financial advisor?
That is a term that means almost nothing. It is somebody who might be a financial planner, or it could be a broker.
It could be a magician. Who knows? Now, do you think the guy that runs your 401k, do you think he's going to call you and tell you we better start taking the money out of Boeing? Because the pattern has told us over the last year, the pattern's broken, and it's telling us that the consensus is no longer there, and the institutions would see the money pouring out? Isn't the guys who run your 401k, isn't their responsibility to point out what I point out to my gang every day until you start taking your money out so you don't lose it? Is that their responsibility?
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
Yeah, there you got it, right there. Boy, they don't show you that on CNBC. Bulls and bear crap on the weekend. Boy, they don't talk about that. Did you ever hear bulls and bear crap on the weekend? Fess up to that?
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
No. Buy my newsletter. Buy my newsletter. Everything's going up 20 and 30%.
Predictions. Look, I love Elon Musk and Tesla, but I own Ford. I think with a 5.4% yield, it's up 20% in a year.
Coffee consumption and coffee prices are both going up by Smucker's, SJM, who owns a lot of coffee companies, up 30% in a year.
Renewed interest on national infrastructure benefits General Electric. I own it. I think it's up 20% in a year.
I think they're all up on 20%. Whatever the stuff they get or smoke to get up on 20%, maybe they should send me some. Everything's 20%. 20%. But Boeing is stuck, so why aren't you getting out? Boeing is, right now they're pulling their money out of Boeing. But they're not going to tell you that. And you know what people don't get? They just don't get it. Your planner, your money manager, the guy in the 401k is supposed to be taking care of you. Your local broker, your local guy takes all care of your money down the street. You think they care? They don't care.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
And as soon as you understand that, you will start taking responsibility. Aren't you the same person that when you're a kid, you brought him to school and you said, never talk to a stranger, never take money from a stranger? Well, it's the same thing. This is just reverse. You adults shouldn't be giving your monies to strangers. What are you, nuts? That's what you do. You tell your kids not to take money from strangers, but you turn around and give your money to strangers. That's a little hypocritical, I would say. What are you, nuts? Are you out of your mind? Unbelievable. We'll take a look at some more stocks when we get back. Join my gang right now. Help St. Jude's, please.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, most people have been watching the stock market go up, up, and up. Well, guess what? There's one problem. When you get out, most people don't get out in time, and that's why you lose money. Well, I've solved that. With my video stock program, I pick the stock, put it on the video, tell you when to get in and when to get out. Join my video program.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits, just as he informed the Phil's Gang members on January 16th of a market pullback coming.
I believe we're going to get at least a 5% pullback between now, and the second week of February.
Be prepared. Be a Phil's Gang member. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Become a philsgang.com member today and start making profits in the stock market with Phil's investing programs and video stock picks. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Most people would love to be in the stock market, but they're scared not being in They're scared about not getting out in time. Well, that is over, because now you can join Phil's Gang and my stock video program and follow me with specific stock on the video, and you will be out in time.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. No matter if the market is up or the market is down, Phil Grandy and his Phil's Gang members prepared for market volatility and making profits, just as he informed the Phil's Gang members on January 16th of a market pullback coming.
I believe we're going to get at least a 5% pullback between now, and the second week of February.
Be prepared. Be a Phil's Gang member. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. Listen to what people are saying about philsgang.com.
I am up 5% right now, closer to 6%.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I have never made so much money in the stock market.
I'm up $28,000 since November.
No matter if the markets are up or down, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team put you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
This is Deb from Sarasota.
This is Bill from Miami, Florida.
This is Cora from Hawaii.
Hey, this is Paul from Tampa Bay area. I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
I would recommend Phil and Phil's Gang to anyone.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or sign up at philsgang.com. Again, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Very massive tax cuts are continuing to show tremendous results. 90% of American workers are already seeing bigger paychecks, and that number is actually going to go up. Wages are rising at the fastest pace in more than a decade.
But figured with inflation, that's not true. You back in inflation, there hasn't been wage increases since 1972. They keep giving him bad numbers. They keep giving this guy bad numbers. Exactly. I mean, now, if you really think, and he does, he's told it will happen, that there's going to be this big wage bonanza, follow this big corporate tax cut. No, it's not. It's not going to happen. It's not. Because these corporations, first of all, are not taking that money and plowing it back into their companies. They're not putting in new equipment, new IT spending. Once they do that, yes, our wages will go up. But you got to get companies to plow their earnings, their profits back in, buy equipment, buy new trucks. Then productivity goes up. But they're not doing that. They're taking the money and putting it in their pocket. The CEOs and the big shareholders are getting the money. And what really gets me? These guys, these CEOs who are getting, they get an average CEO in this country as I told you before, is making 333 times what their employee on the floor is making. It used to be 30 times what they were making when the Clintons were in office, and Hillary Clinton was complaining about that. Now it's 333 times. But here's what gets me. They're talking about cutting Social Security. We got to cut these entitlements. No, we got to revitalize them. But here's the problem. These guys who are making an extra bonus of $13 million extra every year because of stock buybacks. And remember, that this money used to go down through the broad economy. When a company or corporations as an aggregate in the United States made $6 trillion, you would see it. If you go back to the 50s and the 60s, you would see it. It would go right back through to wages and to the community, and the community would thrive. Now what's happening, we have a handful of people thriving. So these top earners, these 1 percentile, they only pay a Social Security tax on the first $120,000 of their yearly earnings. Let's just take their $13 million in bonuses without their other $12 million in income and their salaries. They make about $12 million in salary, another $13 million from stock buybacks and bonuses. They only pay on the first $120,000 of their yearly income. Oh, and we got to cut Social Security? We got to cut this guy who his whole life he is making $45,000, $50,000 a year between he and his wife. Both are working. They did everything right. They did everything you're supposed to do. They brought their kids up. They tried to pay their house off. They never went on vacation because they couldn't afford it. Oh, we're now going to cut them. Now that they're ready, we're going to cut. We took their pensions away first. Let's take their pensions away. That's the first thing we did, and we replaced the pensions with a crime. We replaced the pension with a real crime. The pension was replaced by 401k, which is a crime, where they hide fees. They hide legal fees, transfer agent fees, record booking fees, market fees, brochure fees, office fees, party fees, toll booth fees, electricity fees, Christmas party fees, parking fees, supplies fees, toilet paper fees. They hide all that in your 401k. You pay for all that. But my point is that why don't let's lift that ceiling. If a guy's making, look, I'm glad people can make money in this country, but it gets a little stupid when somebody makes $13 million, a handful of people, $13 million extra a year through stock buybacks, which is a larceny. They might as well go to if it's like robbing a bank. There's no difference. It's fraud. It's manipulation of stocks. In fact, you used to be put in jail up until 1985 if you did that. And let's lift that ceiling. Why stop at 120,000? Let them pay more towards Social Security. And then let's stop taxing Social Security. What the hell is with that? You get a Social Security tax, and they take taxes out of it again. Didn't you already pay once? Now you got to pay twice. This is nuts. So in effect, these guys who are making $13 million extra a year in stock buybacks, their bonuses, in effect are paying 1%. So these 1 percentile are paying a lower Social Security tax than everyone else. Well, how'd that happen? Congress. They passed the rules. Well, they own Congress. When they make their $13 million, what do you think they do? They take a big portion of that money and they go and they buy Congress so that Congress makes their rules and regulations to benefit them. See, that's the problem we have in this country with income inequality. When we have a few people in this country making all the money and we have income inequality, as big a gap as we have now, that's when riots start. Are you kidding? Why do you think Rome fell? We're almost to the point where Rome was. This is nuts. Why don't we allow Medicare? Why doesn't the president write right now just one of those orders? He can pick up the phone and his telephone. He can write, I forget what they call them, One of those, or maybe my boys can help me here. And just allow, put in an executive order that's allow Medicare to negotiate with all these drug companies for lower prescription drugs. What difference does it make where they are? Go to Canada. Are you kidding? I mean, Medicare's the biggest insurer in the country, in the world probably. And we can't go out and use that bargaining power? Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Think about it. Medicare is the biggest drug company in the world. They should have so much bargaining power, we should be able to cut our drug costs in half. In half. You shouldn't have to pay $125 for an aspirin at a hospital. So you mean we can't take these CEOs and lift the cap of $120,000 and raise a little bit more money so we don't have to take it away from the guy who worked his whole life and his wife? We got to cut them? How about Medicaid? We're going to cut Medicaid? I don't think we need $600 billion for defense. I mean, I want a strong defense. Reagan had he had a strong defense. I'm for that. Why don't we just take TSA at the airport and get rid of them? Look at the money we waste with TSA. Are you kidding? A bunch of baby whales running around. I mean, what a waste. They wouldn't know that, and they buy these machines, these airport machines. They buy these machines, the scanners, that the scanner wouldn't know the difference between a bologna sandwich and an M16. No, we don't have to take money away from Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. No. What we should do is we should curtail the terrible fraud that we have about 100. And disability, we have terrible fraud. Disability fraud, $150 billion in fraud in disability. That's what we should do. And by the way, we should take these disability people, the states, what the federal government should say to the states, you know what you're going to do? You're going to take the responsibility of all these people who have disability, you pay checks. We're going to let the cities take care of it, and the towns be responsible. And they'll know who the person is. Put them to work, the fakers. Put the fakers to work.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Most people would love to be in the stock market, but they're scared not being in. They're scared about not getting out in time. Well, that is over, because now you can join Phil's Gang and my stock video program and follow me with a specific stock on the video, and you will be out in time.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
How do you see the world? At Shriners Hospitals for Children, we know that changing how you see things can turn them into everyday miracles. Like riding my bike, breaking boards, hugging my mom. Every day for over 90 years, Shriners Hospitals for Children has been sending love to the rescue, regardless of a family's ability to pay.
If you know a child we can help, call or go online now.
I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, most people have been watching the stock market go up, up, and up. Well, guess what? There's one problem. When you get out, most people don't get out in time, and that's why you lose money. Well, I've solved that. With my video stock program, I pick the stock, put it on the video, tell you when to get in and when to get out. Join my video program.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil's Gang and Choice Trade are separate and unrelated companies. Choice Trade does not provide any investment advice or recommend or endorse any particular security or investment strategy. At philsgang.com, we're always striving to understand our members' needs. And for over 18 years, philsgang.com has met the goals to educate and inform investors how to make the most of your money and your choices. That's why Phil Grandy and philsgang.com has teamed up with Choice Trade, a leading online broker for stocks and options. Choice Trade has received 4 stars 6 times from Barron's in their annual survey of online brokers. Phil Grandy at philsgang.com recommends Choice Trade as your online broker. For more information on Phil's Gang and opening an account with Choice Trade, go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
How do you see the world? At Shriners Hospitals for Children, we know that changing how you see things can turn them into everyday miracles. Like riding my bike, breaking boards, hugging my mom. Every day for over 90 years, Shriners Hospitals for Children has been sending love to the rescue, regardless of a family's ability to pay.
If you know a child we can help, call or go online now.
Listen to what people are saying about philsgang.com.
I am up 5% right now, closer to 6%.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I have never made so much money in the stock market.
I'm up $28,000 since November.
No matter if the markets are up or down, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team put you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
This is Deb from Sarasota.
This is Bill from Miami, Florida.
This is Cora from Hawaii.
Hey, this is Paul from Tampa Bay area. I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
I would recommend Phil and Phil's Gang to anyone.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or sign up at philsgang.com. Again, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's philsgang.com. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
We will have a 25% tariff on foreign steel and a 10% tariff on foreign aluminum when the product comes across our borders. So we're urging all companies to buy American. That's what we want. Buy American.
There you go. You have it, the tariff. And I believe it's worth paying another 2 cents for a Pepsi that's in a, or Coke that's in a tin can. Or even if you got to pay for your car another $175, which they finance now for 30 years, I think, cars. I mean, we are paying very little to be free. Steel, if you control your steel, you've got to control your steel. I mean, it's stupid to have to go outside this country and import steel. When you import steel, I mean, you're strong. I mean, we need steel for our military. Are you kidding? I think it's a great idea. See, it's not the 1 cent that's going to kill you or the 2 cents on your Coke can. That 2 cents more, that's not going to kill you. What are you, nuts? What's going to kill you is the government spending too much money, spending $187,000 a second. I'm sorry, $187 million a day. $187 million a day. That's insane. See, what's going to kill you is they keep on making sure our dollar stays weak so they can do stock buybacks. It's not the 1 cent or 2 cents you're going to pay on your Coke can or $175 on your new car. That is not going to hurt us. What's hurting us are the trade deficits. What's hurting us is the budget deficits that really hurt first. Because when we spend more than we take in as a country, we have to finance it. And when we finance it, we have to print money. And when you print money to finance it, your dollar in your wallet goes down. And that means that the dollars you work for all week and you go pick up your paycheck when you're working paycheck to paycheck, you have less value. Your wallet, the dollars in those wallets, those pieces of paper are going down. That's what hurts you. That's the problem. The government keeps paying out. You can't pay out $600 billion for defense. and then say you're going to take away from our people, from Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid, you're going to take from them. Look, I agree. We got to do something. We got to do something with the disability checks. Those are crazy. There's fraud. I think the government, instead of making the states take care of the disability checks, the government should force the states to give it all back to the cities, give it all back to the towns, because every city, every town knows who the guy is that's faking it. And somebody comes in and he's like, I need to be on disability. I need to be on disability. And then you see him on the weekend throwing a football around. He'll get caught. Then you make him come in and make him work at the police station, make him work at the junkyard or whatever. Make him work. You know, to put this program together like what now Clinton did. Clinton did a real great program that he forced people, if you want to be on unemployment and Social Security, you got to work. You got to do some work. You got to do something. Go to college. Show that you're going to contribute. Don't just keep breathing the air. And he cut welfare by 50%. But I still think it has to be controlled back by the individual towns and cities. They're the ones that know what the citizens are doing and who they are, and they should be giving out the disability checks, and that fraud will be cut so fast, be incredible. All right, let's talk about making some money. So what's going on with our market? The biggest problem right now, the big institutions, the banks, the insurance companies, and the pensions, the big boys, they are holding back investing. And we can see that in every pattern. And that's why it's important for you to be a gang member, especially if you're so busy you just don't have any time, and you don't have time to learn. Why don't you join and take advantage of my video stock program, where I do for you every day, I update by video your stocks and tell you what to do. Now, we've had a very good run here. We have right now, Micron Technology is up over, it's almost 25% returns now on those. Too late to get in those right now, Micron Technology. But it's not too late to get into UPS. UPS dropped, let me give it to you, the UPS dropped from $135 down to about $102. So that's a 24% discount. Let's go after the ones that are good quality companies that are deeply discounted. See, the big problem with the retail customer, they always go and they buy at the very top. And guess what? Your financial advisor, the guy who takes care of your 401k, he doesn't care where he buys it. What's he care? It doesn't hurt him. Remember, he makes money on the size of the fund. And that's the other thing they should change in this country. Take these 401k managers and tell them no more free lunch. You just don't get paid every year. What you got to do, you get paid when the people in the 401k make money. If they make money, then you make money. If the people in 401k don't get paid, you don't get paid. And what they should do is a fair deal. Say the people who run these 401ks, give them 60%. Give them 60%. And give the person 40%. Hell, give them 70%. You still make more money they're making now in a 401k. Give them the incentive, but they should not be paid when the individual in a 401k is not making money. And this way, they're going to be responsible. And this way, when the market starts to break down and going to have a correction, or your individual stocks are going to have a correction, you will know. Now, they don't care. They don't tell you when the market's going to crash. They don't tell you when a stock is going to start retracing. That's what I do every day. Every day, I tell my gang, every day, when this stock's ready to retrace, when another one's ready to retrace, or put their money in. And that's why it's a great program, the video stock program, because right now I'm tracking a beautiful stock, Range Resources. It's a nice energy stock. I'm tracking another UPS, as I told you, tracking UPS. I'm also tracking a nice gas stock, UNG. And we just started with Rambus doing beautifully. Rambus is doing beautiful. You still got an opportunity to get into Rambus. It's brand new. Join my gang and start following me with Rambus. So every day, 3 times a day, I do a video on Rambus. I'll do a video on RRC. I do a video, I talk about UPS, and I go over each one, and I explain what you should do. Not buy, hold, or sell. That's stupid. I guide you. And I say, okay, here we are today. I think we should hold off. Like today at my gang, they're all excited because Micron Technology is up about 20, 25%, even more than that. And they all want to keep adding to it and adding to it. And I kept saying to them, no, you can't add now. The stock's up almost 30%. And I could see the institutions starting to pull the money out. But you can't convince them. People are greedy. Then we got new people joining who want to get into Micron technology after it's up almost 30%. We said, no, why don't you follow us on Rambus? Rambus is just starting to run. Or why don't you start with UPS? Start with UPS. It's just starting to run. This thing is discounted as well. Look, UPS, and you don't have to do a thing. UPS dropped from $135 down to $103. 24%. 24% discount. That's what you want to start with. Then we have another one that's doing really well is UNG. This is a nice gas stock, UNG. Look, and UNG dropped from $27, and it dropped down to $21. That's a 22% discount. See, I like to go after stocks that are discounted 25, 30%, 40%. And then what we do, when all the sellers are out, then I do the video on those. You join the gang, it's $39.95. I do the video for you, and then you follow. It takes you 1 minute. Not even a minute. Let's say you work in a retail store, okay, and you're a clerk, and you've been following me on United UPS. How long is that going to take you? You take a break for lunch, don't you? If you take a break for lunch, you just hit your mobile device, pop it open, go to Phil's Gang. There it is, video stocks. You click, you look, and I'm telling you what to do with UPS. And as long as you don't go off the reservation, you're going to be just fine. Or you may want to select another one. You may want to do my power stock, my RRC. My energy stock, RRC, you click on that. Hey, look, it's so easy. All I ask you to do is just please don't go off the reservation. That's all I ask. And then when you make money, please help St. Jude. That's it. So here's my number, 877-600-GANG. Look, we don't have to cut your Social Security. We don't have to. We got to revitalize it. That's all. We'll see you on the chart. Join my gang, Phil's Gang. Please remember St. Jude.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Phil